Hey, how's it going? Today, I want to introduce you to the new Epic and Epic EVO. Whether you're chasing podiums and KOMs, or you're looking for an all-day adventure, one of these two bikes could be the perfect ride for you.
Let me introduce you to the new 2021 Epic. Don't just think fast, think fastest. Cross-country racing is all about going fast, and the new Epic is no different. We have been perfecting the fastest XC race bikes since the very beginning of the sport, but the sport has changed a lot since then. The average XC racecourse back then, 30 years ago, would have consisted of smoother, groomed, more easy trails. Here is Ned Overend riding the epitome of high-tech for his era. Hardtail, disc rear wheel, not a disc brake, a full disc wheel, with 26-inch tube tyres. The geometry is closer to a road bike with 110mm stems, steeper head tube angles, and higher bottom brackets. But today, cross-country means something totally different. The new generation of racecourses are technically demanding and steep both up and down. If you want to be the fastest, you must be fast in all situations. Being a good climber just isn't good enough anymore. Here it is, the all-new Epic, designed to be the fastest cross-country bike over any terrain. It features an all-new frame, updated brain suspension design, and geometry to keep the pace with the rigors of modern racing. So what's changed? To make the fastest XC bike in the world, we focused on these three areas: capability, weight, and power transfer. Let's look a little deeper at these features. The geometry has been adjusted to make the bike more confident at speed and more capable than ever. Confident on descents. The head tube has slackened to 67.5 degrees, almost as slack as a stump jumper, and the reach has increased. Coupled with the 44mm offset fork and lower bottom bracket, it is more stable and predictable on technical descents. Riders can confidently carry speed down the most aggressive features. Quick in corners. The reach is increased on all models and is adjusted to use the same length stem on all sizes. Other bikes require smaller riders to use a shorter stem and taller riders to use too long. The Epic provides consistent handling across all sizes. Additionally, the chainstays are 5mm shorter for snappier handling in tighter corners. Planted on climbs. The bottom bracket is 10mm lower, bringing the rider weight lower and more forward for traction on steep climbs. The combination makes the frame faster in all conditions than any XC bike before. S-Works level frame set is 100 grams lighter than last year's, and the non-S-Works frame is the same weight as last year's S-Works. S-Works frame gets a carbon link at the rear shock. This is different to the carbon shock extension on the Epic EVO. Features on the new SID SL fork chassis from RockShox. This is currently the lightest XC fork on the market. The damper alone shaves 100 grams off last year's SID carbon. The all-new Roval Control SL wheels are an integral part of the S-Works package. They save 120 grams, but that's not the end of the story. Spec'd on the new S-Works Epic is the all-new, lightest Roval wheels ever, at 1240 grams per set. 22% more force to flat. Thanks to the 4mm wide flat top rim shape and flex built into the external rim lip, the rim flexes away from impacts to reduce pressure on the sidewalls of the tyre. The optimized tyre profile comes from the 29mm internal width that supports sidewalls, creating more traction and less tyre squirm. Spoke tension. The hub and the rim shaping allow all the spokes to be the same length. This means they're almost perfectly balanced spokes, creating a stiffer and stronger wheel for better reliability. DT Swiss 180 hub internals. With ceramic bearings and ratchet EXP drivers, these are the smoothest, fastest hubs on the market. And of course, all Roval products feature a lifetime warranty, 30-day satisfaction guarantee, and a no-fault crash replacement. Oversized chainstays. Increased chainstay diameter is matched with decreased seat stay diameters. This increased power transfer by 15% compared to the previous generation. We moved the rear brake onto the chainstay to further increase stiffness for both pedaling and braking forces. Larger chainstay also helps accommodate the new brain design. Race-tuned suspension. The kinematic layout has more progressive leverage curve. That means firm pedaling from the brain, better small bump compliance, and resistance to harsh bottom out on big hit. Now, not only is the Epic all new, there is an all new Epic EVO to go with it. Now, this is something I'm super excited about. The Epic EVO is the more capable sibling to the race-focused Epic. Cross-country isn't always about finish lines and wattage. Sometimes it's about exploration and seeing the most trail you can in a ride. Some XC rides look more like this. Open trails in the backcountry with no finish line. And some XC riders look more like this. Baggy shorts, riding hard, having fun. Not every XC rider is racing for a spot on the podium. XC is more diverse than that. As cross-country continues to evolve, riders are looking to get more capability out of their bikes while still expecting brands to push the limits of lightweight and efficiency. Our current trail bikes are less efficient and heavier than these riders desire. Similarly, our XC bikes are focused on racing rather than tackling technical backcountry single track and value power transfer over all else. The new Epic EVO fills that void. The Epic EVO comes from the same racing heritage and design as the standard Epic. The Epic has been the category-leading XC bike since it was created, and the Epic EVO takes that performance and design to the XC rider too. The front triangle is the same between both bikes. That means it features the same updates to the frame, including refined tube shapes and carbon layup. The geometry is very similar to the new Epic as well. It features a longer reach, increased to accommodate the same length stem in all sizes, a lower bottom bracket, and a 66.5 degree head tube angle. The weight has come way down too, dropping 320 grams over last year's model. Some of this is due to the frame weight, and some is because it no longer has the brain. Technically, it's 200 grams lighter than the new Epic with brain. This may seem wrong to some people, but the brain adds weight in favor of better performance. Just like the Venge and the SL6 Tarmac, the Venge was heavier, but it was faster in many conditions. All new Raval Control SL wheels come stock on the S-Works level bike. The updates from the Epic make it a more trail-orientated and robust bike. It was purpose-built to be an aggressive XC bike rather than just a slightly different spec. They also make it a bit more adjustable than the regular Epic for riders to customize if they want to. The fork is increased to 120mm from 100 and there is no brain platform. The rear shock is 110 instead of 100 and does not feature the brain platform. Riders can tune or even swap their shocks for desired performance. The rear shock extension is carbon, which further sheds weight, and it has a flip chip just like a stump jumper to adjust head tube angle and bottom bracket height. The rear suspension kinematics are tuned for XC riding with no brain. They deliver high anti-squat values for firm pedaling, but with a more active travel for increased comfort and traction on all-day rides. EVO comes stock with a dropper post for more aggressive riding. The post does add some weight to the overall bike package, so the Epic and Epic EVO are almost the same weight, even though the EVO frame is lighter. Whether you want to race or ride, the Epic has your back. The non-identical twins, Epic and Epic EVO, deliver the same level of performance in two specially crafted packages. One rider, two bikes. Cross-country is Epic again.
And there you have it, the new Epic and Epic EVO. A couple of fast, fun bikes that I cannot wait to try myself. For any questions, comment below, and we'll see you in the next video.